Marlo wiped the dirt from his hands. He said, I still don't get why we had to dig up half the garden for a worm experiment. May held up a squirming worm. Because of science, duh. They both paused when the wind picked up suddenly, even though the trees weren't moving. A golden shimmer danced across the stone circle in the grass where Grandpa Mike's old shed used to be. A soft voice echoed from nowhere, yet everywhere. Knowledge unlocks, it said. The spiral in the stone glowed. With a whoosh of warm air and a shimmering doorway opened. Thus calling us, May squealed, already grabbing Marlo's hand and running. They went down the spiral staircase of light, landing in a glowing underground world that seemed stitched from dreams and stardust. The hollow below pulsed with quiet magic, floating scrolls, self-writing books, a desk cluttered and strange bones and glowing maps. A small mouse in a waistcoat scurried by, muttering, he's waiting for the observatory dome. And just a little warning, do not try to sit on anything that is cursed. Thoth stood inside the glass dome, his robe swirling with symbols that shifted like ink in water. Behind him, the starry sky wasn't just a view, it was alive, turning faster than time itself. You've arrived just in time, Thoth said. Today we're journeying to the birthplace of a great secret, the land where the first question was asked. May blinked. You mean like the first human question? Thoth nodded. The cradle of humankind, South Africa's treasure, but something ancient is stirring there, a whisper in the bones. A flash, a hum, and the trio stood on a dusty plain under the hot African sun. Rocky outcrops dotted the landscape like sleeping giants. A vulture circled lazily overhead. They had landed near the Sterkfontein caves, dark, deep places that had given the world fossils of early humans. But this time something shimmered in the cave's mouth. Marlo checked his gadget compass. This thing's spinning like mad. Something's messing with gravity. They stepped inside. It wasn't just ancient. It was timeless. The air buzzed with whispers that weren't quite voices. May pointed. There, over there. A half hidden beneath the rock and dust was a skeleton, but not like any found before. Its skull was human-shaped, but etched with glowing symbols, like the ones on Thoth's robe. Both knelt. This is Remembrancer, one of the first of the Remembrancers. Marlo squinted. What now? The first to ask why, Thoth said. They recorded the truth not in words but in symbols, ones that not only curious can awaken, ones that only the curious can awaken. May touched one of the glowing glyphs. Instantly a swirling vision burst into the air above them, like a 3D hologram woven from light and time. They saw a world long before cities, in fact, before memory. A being stood among them, staring up at the stars, scratching questions into stone. He wanted to know where he came from, Mae whispered. A booming voice echoed around the cave, but it came from inside their minds. The earth remembers, do you? The earth remembers, do you? The vision faded, but now the cave walls were glowing with symbols, leading deeper inside. Following the glimpse, they entered a round chamber with carvings from all over the world. Pyramids, spirals, DNA strands, and at the center, a floating stone tablet pulsing with light. Thoth spoke with reverence. This is one of the earth keys. When all are found, we may finally learn why the shift began, why the world hides its truth. Marlo raised an eyebrow. Wait. Are you saying this is all links back to our hollow below? Precisely. It is not just a hideout. It is a vault of connection points, a place where ancient knowledge waits for the right minds to open it. Mae grinned. Well then, lucky for you, we have curious minds. Back in the underground sanctuary, Thoth placed the tablet on a floating pedestal. It glowed and shifted, revealing a new chamber beyond the map wall. Each adventure will open more of the hollow, Thoth said. More truth, more riddles. Marlo smiled. And more danger, right? Thoth just winked. Only if you're afraid of knowing. Mae pulled Pebble the wizard from her pouch. He's not, and I'm not. Are you, Marlo? Marlo rolled his eyes just to say, I'm cautiously excited. So as the chamber lights dimmed, the mysterious tablet pulsed like a heartbeat waiting to be awakened. Somewhere far across the world, another symbol glowed to life. Another question waited to be asked. That brings us to the end of this story. Can't wait to share another one to see what is awakening. Bye.